Welcome back, Patriots.
We hope you had an amazing week.
And to start off with this episode, we're gonna be making some changes. So, we're gonna be calling it Patriot TV from now on, so there's no need for this anymore. I've always wanted to do that. All right, this year we're gonna be focusing a lot more on you guys, the students, what's going on, your stories. We're also gonna be diving in a bit more to individual events like sports, performances, activities. You name it, it'll all be covered. And with September 11th right around the corner, we have an interview with Mr. Beckwith, and we're also gonna be interviewing Abbie Brown to talk to us about Constitution Day. So let's get right into that.
Well, I love that we are celebrating September 11 and the national unity that came on that day. And I appreciate Patriot TV giving it some focus. I was actually in New York City on September 11th of 2001. I was working in the World Trade Center. And that day, I did not go into work there. I was going into work in Washington, D.C. And so I wasn't present when many of my colleagues were in that building. But I want to talk less about the disaster and more about the beauty and the unity that came from it. That day in Washington, D.C., I was right next to the FBI building, and I saw people streaming out, and of course the Pentagon was hit. And there were flags everywhere on the roads that day. People walking with them, people driving with them, and it led to a beautiful kind of unity that we hadn't seen. There was a lot of political divisiveness. And if we're not careful, it can also lead to division. I sometimes think about how important it is for our Muslim brothers and sisters. That day actually became a very difficult one for them because there was so much prejudice against the Muslim community. Of course, 9/11 wasn't a disaster wrought by Muslims, it was terrorists. And so we went to visit a mosque here with students on September 11th of probably about 2018. And that was beautiful to show that these days that are beautiful and hard for our country can create unity and brotherhood and sisterhood and love as we turn, ashes to beauty. So it's one of the things that I love about that day in our history.
Hi guys, I'm Abbie Brown and I'm president of the Student Belonging Association, and I'm here to tell you about all the amazing events we're having this weekend. So first of all, there's Constitution Day, which is basically just a time when the school comes together to celebrate and learn about the Constitution. So this Friday, September 13th, from 5 to 9, there's going to be the Constitution Day Festival. There's food trucks, games, and fireworks. It's going to be so fun, and be sure to visit the SBA table because we're raffling off free Brooker's ice cream every 30 minutes. Then Saturday, there's going to be the candy drop, an alumni breakfast, a faculty alumni tournament for basketball, and also the homecoming game. So be sure to get to what you can. It's going to be so fun.
Thank you so much for that amazing interview, Mr. Beckwith, and thank you to Abbie for filling us in on Constitution Day.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Patriot TV. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel to stay updated. And always remember to be friends, be scholars, and be patriots. So, since it is going to be called,
We hope you had an amazing weekend.
and to start with this episode, we're going to be making some changes. Blah, 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 blah.
September 13th, it's going to be from 5 to 9. I've completely forgot everything. I'm sorry. Come to Constitution Day.
What do you think, Tyson? Talking to Camden.
I really love Patriot TV.
I'm glad you like it.
I don't get paid enough for this.